All right, now this video got the internet buzzing about apparently at this obviously you see it's a wedding in the clip before, and apparently I kind of heard a backstory in the comment section, and apparently the backstory was that apparently they tried to get the famous gospel singer to forget the gospel singer name to perform at the wedding, and he said he couldn't make it. And then, you know, he ended up showing up. Maybe the husband was able to put a play together for him to show up. He show up. The wife started basically, grabbing on him, lusting on him. She put her head where his Johnson was at and started basically praising him like he was God. And he kept singing whatever. It wasn't like he was grabbing her neck and doing the, and that was embarrassing. That was very embarrassing for the husband. And these dudes be knowing they be marrying women from the streets. And that's why that's one of the vetting questions that dudes should ask. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just use the usher. Like, what if Usher asked you to come on stage? Tell a girl or ask a girl you dating what she gonna say. Well, I don't see nothing wrong with me going on stage to dance with Usher and all that stuff. And you be like, I tell them like that's disrespectful as hell. Hell no, I'm gonna walk away and leave your ass right there. So if you don't tell these women, if you don't ask them or put them in that scenario, you won't know, and they won't know it's unacceptable. They really don't feel like what they do is wrong. Women are always looking from a place of their perspective. They can't lose. Most of them can't use logic and put them in your perspective. Put themselves in your perspective. They can't do that. And that was a very embarrassing moment on his wedding day. Look how awkward he looked. Then he looked stupid for pulling her from him. He didn't know what to do. And Lord forbid, Lord thank he ain't had too many drinks at that point. Because if he was drunk, he probably would have flipped out and did some shit they regret. But you can already see with some of these viral videos, these marriages, that they ain't gonna last. Like the one where she didn't want to obey she didn't want to agree to the vows they had and said she didn't want to obey. And that was the sister too. And there was a white lady that was marrying an African guy, said she didn't want to agree to the vows to obey her husband. And these is the women that y'all marrying? Y'all that desperate, bro? If I got a woman that I can't tell what to do or can't obey simple instructions, see, women ain't gonna do everything you say do. Not in the West. And if they do, it's gonna be on their time. But if we got simple instructions, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to a girl, and I'm like, if you wear something that I deem I don't want you to wear, you ain't gonna wear it, So we start going over the scene. So a lot of y'all don't be vetting, dog. A lot of y'all look here, man. And I say this in my other video, and I agree with Anton Daniels when he say this, dog. You have to mentally prepare yourself for scenarios. What if your girlfriend cheat? What if your wife cheat? What if you walk in on your kids having sex? What if this, that, third? You gotta foresee things. See, when I take my dogs to the park to go walk, and I let them off the leash and go run and play with the kids and run around the park when ain't nobody that's scared there, I gotta see the danger before they see it. And you know how hard that is? So I gotta see a potential loose dog before they do. Or I gotta see a potential squirrel before they do. So I gotta see the danger before they do. It's the same thing. You gotta foresee it. And if you foresee it, then you will know the questions to ask. And I was telling this girl I was talking to, I'm like, yo, if you wear something that I think is, I don't like, I'm gonna tell you to take it off and change, and I don't like it. And she's like, well, what if I don't change? I said, well, I ain't going. So it ain't no shocker if the scenario go up. And I didn't necessarily. She asked me necessarily like, what did I mean and what I mean to wear. I was from the basis of it. I was just saying if it's something I don't like, and I would hope you would do the same. But then we went to scenario. I said things I see through and hoe shit, and she was like, this girl's a church going girl anyway, so I don't think I would have to worry about that. But and I explain, and I don't have a problem explaining my reasoning. You know what I'm saying? When we going through scenarios like that. Now, if we out and about, and I tell her, well, let's go. We go out this. Man, why we going out this? But don't ask me why we in the heat of the battle. If I see something or I see danger, let's just go ahead and go. Just follow my lead. But in that situation, I think I don't mind giving a reason why. She like, well, I just want to know why you would, feel that way. And I'm like, if you wear something that's hoish and that's sluttish, and I don't think she would do that. I could be wrong. That's inviting unwanted attention. That can put you in a compromising position. That can say, okay, maybe him and her, he ain't gonna never, and it ain't his wife his main thing. That might just be a skeezer. When he go to the bathroom, I'm gonna just try to get my turn at the steering wheel. So that invite different girls. But long story short, dudes be knowing, dude. If you marrying a woman and she do something like that at their wedding, you know what I'm saying? You already know the play. You already know the play. Let's not act stupid. You already know the play. You already know what type of woman she is, bro. A woman that's been that you didn't vetted properly, and you've been together a while. You already know what time it is. You know how she looses a goose when she's drunk, and she, you know these things. So at the end of the day, she put him in a compromised position, but he knew what he signed up for. And if he did know what he signed up for, then you didn't go through the proper precautions or the proper duration or proper vetting to marry that woman. That was very embarrassing. It's one thing to sing along with him, put your arm around him, and y'all sing, and y'all rocking. But if you get on your hands and knees like this nigga was Jesus coming back on the white horse, you know what I'm saying? And put your head by his penis, dog, that divorce ain't gonna make it. And you continue to ask yourself, why is guys continuing to get married? And there's only a couple reasons why, bro. They ain't got no options. Not having no options is one of them. For sure. That's definitely one of them. That's the main one. Now dudes can say, well, I found the proper woman. But proper woman ain't her. And imagine she had a couple more drinks. Imagine, and if Slim Thug had a video talking about he said all women will go with the right dude. All women cheat. He said, I've been a rapper. I done seen wives cheat and they don't like to wear rubbers. And I will tell you this, that is true. That is true. The last time a woman told you to put a rubber on that wasn't a prostitute. If that's what you deal with, I don't, but like I'm saying, what time, woman, how much time she said, you got protection? What if this woman said that, dog? 9 times out of 10, if a dude putting on a condom, it's at his discretion. Like my homie Gemini Hoop said, he said that most of the women tell me to take it off and they try to pull it off. Trying to tell y'all. And then women are still blame men because they got a higher STI herpes rate than men. They still blame us. But we're more conscious of putting that condom on more times than not. They don't be like, put the condom on. No, they don't. Women know exactly what they be doing, bro. And if she was one-on-one with that gospel singer and they was backstage and her husband wasn't around, she would have gave him that cat. Raw dog style. And probably would have put the baby on the husband. Him and the gospel singer look a little bit alike, too. And this is the strange world that we living in. Man, dude, once you see the dark side of it, see, a lot of dudes ain't dealt with no women. So they think women in good faith, and you got a lot of dudes who don't want to hear the truth. That's why they hate the red pill community. Oh, it's a bunch of guys just gossiping and stuff of that nature. Why when dudes have a discussion and they want to have a discussion, they want to chop it up, people got a problem with it. And I don't mind women having a problem with it. They gonna have a problem with it regardless. But when other dudes got a problem with it, And they be trying to warn y'all. They be trying to, that's what I look at the red pill community as. A lot of them brothers be trying to warn y'all what's to come. Because a lot of y'all ain't had no father figures to warn y'all on what's to come. And they be trying to warn y'all about shit like this and how to vet. It's really an informative tool. Because a lot of dudes ain't dealt with enough women to know how women really move. And if they have dealt with it, dealing with women ain't just necessarily sexual relationships. It's looking how your mother moves, it's looking how your sisters move, your aunties move, your female cousins moves, what your brother's going through with they women, what your cousins going through with they women. In addition to that, it's also about dealing with a platonic female friends and getting that perspective, but dealing with women and how they operate and what they do. And once you see how dishonest they are and how conniving and how everything that they say men are, they really are, and they project like that, it's hard for you to trust. It's hard for you to marry a woman. And knowing once they marry you, they lock you in, and then it's like, then they stop doing what they used to do, and then they take you for half your money. You got to start over. Now you in the red pill community. Now you want to listen. I look at them brothers as a warning shot. But a lot of people rather just go into a situation blind and not know the truth and just hope for the best. And men don't hope for the best. We brace for the worst. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Want to support the channel, just share the video. Peace.